Welcome to another episode of Pistons of Fury. In this episode, I'm starting the install of the carpet and putting back together the dash in my Mustang. Okay, so here's the new carpet for the Mustang. This is from ACC, which, if you didn't already know, ACC is pretty much the monopoly in the auto carpet industry. Doesn't matter where you get your carpet from or what car you're getting it for, chances are it's made by ACC. They've kind of gobbled up all the other competitors in the space, and they're the only game in town. So it is what it is. You know, there's really nothing you can do about it. So this is standard 1966 Mustang carpet. It's the mass-backed option, which means it has kind of a thick rubber layer on the underside of the carpet, which also helps with sound deadening. So I already have the entire floor pan and everything sound deadened, but I wanted just the extra assurance it doesn't weigh that much more. So I want this car to be as quiet as it can be for a 50-year-old car. So fortunately it's a sunny day today. I'm going to go outside and lay this out in the sun, let it get nice and soft and pliable, which will really help me when I'm laying it inside the car. So I'm going to move outside and do that.
So the answer is B5. Everybody get that? B5, it got all the things. B5, and I'm Audi 5000.
Okay, so one thing I realized as I was looking at this and I was waiting for the carpet to kind of soften up a little bit is that the shifter is going to be right in the way. So I think what I'm going to do, rather than I've got a bunch of parts and stuff stored into this car right now, so I really don't feel like moving all that and jacking it up just to uninstall the shifter. I'm going to try to get it put in place and then just cut myself a little guide hole for where I think I need that to be. It should be okay. I just have to be really careful with the cut to make sure that I don't cut it off center, and then I have to stare at that cut in my carpet for the rest of the life of the carpet. Yeah, so I'm going to do that. I'll probably move the shift knob just so I can make a nice small hole and then cut the bigger hole later.
B5, it got all the things. B5, and I'm Audi 5000. So the answer is B5. Everybody get that? B5, it got all the things. B5, and I'm Audi 5000. Yo, you need to split that money up or something, cause time is a waste. Right. So the answer is B5. Everybody get that? B5, it got all the things. B5, and I'm Audi 5000.
What I'm going to do here is I have a bunch of interior parts for this car and I need to sort them. A lot of them need polishing and restoring. I need to figure out which ones are still good and which ones aren't going to work anymore and which ones I have to replace. Good thing is on this car, as you probably know, vintage Mustangs, you can pretty much build an entire car from scratch from a catalog. So good news is all these parts are very plentiful. You can get high quality, almost concourse level stuff for really cheap for this car. especially when it comes to all the little interior bits and anything chrome plated, which is good because chrome plating is expensive and getting more rare thanks to the EPA and all of its environmental goodness. So anyway, I'm just gonna go through stuff and sort what I have. I'm gonna lay that out in the hood here. I've got a bunch of crap on top of the car, which I can't stand normally because usually when there's stuff sitting on top of your car, that means it's not driving and it's usually in some stalled project state in the middle of your garage. So what I'm doing here is I'm just gonna sort through this stuff. I wanna try to get everything off the top of my car, even though I'm putting it on the hood. That's just temporary, I swear. So yeah, I'm just gonna go through that and see what I can keep and see what I can't. What I need to do now is, I got everything laid out. I'm missing a D in my Ford script that goes on the hood. Got all my window regulators. These are a little pitted, but I'm gonna bust out my, my buffer and see what I can do to clean those up. No rust, so that's good. I'm missing a door handle. I'm gonna have to look through the boxes of what I have. I have one exterior door handle. It's the chrome plating on it is pretty much garbage, so I need to get a new one of those. The other one is still on the door. That is also garbage, so I will be replacing those. My heater control is a little pitted. I'm gonna see what the buffer can do with that. Let's see, what else? So, I mean, this pretty much here is the entire dash and interior of the car. It's not that intimidating once you actually just lay it out and look at it. I've got all these little bezels and everything, which may clean up pretty nicely, and I may have to come back with some paint and get the text on them to pop a little bit with some black and a very small brush or toothbrush, or not toothbrush, toothpick, something like that. So I just need to remember how all this goes, and then I can polish those up and probably start reassembling the dash a little bit. That would be awesome. Yeah, and then this glove box door right here. This is going to be a tough one. I need to see how much the replacement is for this, because this looks like it'll be a lot of work if I have to do that. Although it's kind of cool because I've got this original Champion Garage kind of sticker in here, which is original to the car. It's like an old oil change or spark plug change, something like that. It would be kind of nice to keep this. So I don't know. We'll have to see what that's like, and we'll have to see how this cleans up. It's got some rust and some of the pitting on the chrome, so I don't know. That may be the end of that. It might clean up. We'll see how much time I want to spend on it. These visors, I know they're pretty cheap to buy, but the chrome on them, it's a little pitted, but I don't think it's rusted through, so I may just try to clean them up with the buffer, give them a coat of that vinyl and fabric paint, and call it a day, just to cut costs a little bit on something that isn't really used that much. Let's see. This ashtray I should have painted. I should have painted that when I did the interior, so I'm gonna have to do that separately. In my idiot youth, I put a little knob on this so it was easier to pull out. Hindsight 2020, I want to smack myself in the back of the head for doing that, because I now have to fix that, and or just get a new ashtray, which might not be a bad idea, actually. I don't think they're that much. Steering wheel center, I don't know, we'll have to see. We'll see what it does on the buffer. This is it's kind of cool because it's original. I think a new one is like $70, so I may try to clean that up too. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna get out the buffer. I need to find some place to set that up in the shop because it's kind of tucked away right now. And we'll see how some of this stuff cleans up with some light buffing and polishing on that thing. Okay, so got the buffer all set up. I'm going to be using this White Rouge rubbing compound. This is for chrome and nickel plating, so it's not as, I guess it's not as abrasive as some of the other compounds. There's also a red that I can use, and I forget which you're supposed to use first, but I'm going to start with the white, and we'll just start maybe on a piece that I know I'm going to get a replacement for, so I don't ruin it, and see how we go.
Look at things in bloom, 50 springs are little room. About the woodlands I will go to see the cherry hanging snow. And since to look at things in bloom, 50 springs are little room. About the woodlands I will go to see the cherry hanging snow. Things in bloom, 50 springs are little room. About the woodlands I will go to see the cherry hang with snow. And since to look at things in bloom, 50 springs are little room. About the woodlands I will go to see the cherry hang with snow. The woodlands I will go to see the cherry hang with snow.
Okay, so the buffer actually worked out really well. I got a lot of the pieces done that I'm gonna be keeping, I think. Door handle's trash, it's just too pitted. It's been on the outside of the car for 50 something years, so I guess that's that. I'm gonna take a few of these parts and clean them up a little bit and then I'm gonna go back inside the car and start assembling the dash, trying not to scratch my paint. Should be fun. Okay, so back in the car now. I had the seat kind of positioned in here just because I wanted to see what it felt like and looked like. But anyway, I have the pushback, so I've got all my dash parts down here on the floor. I'll be honest, I don't remember. It's been so long since I disassembled this that I don't really remember how it goes, but what I'm going to do is basically just come in here and clean up some of this stuff. I have some electronic spray and I'm going to get some paper towels and just kind of clean all this. I decided not to rewire the car for now. You know, the wire is old. If you bend it too much, it will crack. That said, rewiring the car at this point is just, you know, I need to get it back on the road and driving, and then maybe I'll be a little more motivated to take it off the road again. Right now, it's been off the road for long enough, and as you guys know, if project cars stay off the road for too long, they just start to have boxes and everything stacked on them. So that's not good. It needs to be on the road, not in the garage. So anyway, I'm gonna get back to getting some of this stuff ready to install, cleaning this up a little bit, and then trying to remember how everything goes back together. Okay, so that went pretty well. Got everything installed, so I have my wiper, my lights, my ignition cylinder, and my cigarette lighter. I also placed this new Scott Drake instrument panel in here just because I really wanted to see what it looked like. So that's super nice. I haven't done something this detail oriented that turned out this well in a long time, so definitely be putting some Instagram shots up there. So yeah, looking forward to what's coming next. So up next for this car, I've got to finish the carpet, but I have the front half placed. I started to do some of that, as you saw earlier in the video. I also have a heat gun that I ordered to try to get the fitment a little better. One thing I realized is I have to install my low-car handbrake now before I go and install the carpet and get it fitted right and get the seats installed. I don't want to pull that back out again, so the low-car has to go in now, unfortunately. So I got to order that this week. That'll be the next video, how to install a low-car handbrake. And then if I have time in the same video, I'll also do the carpet finish, but I might save that for a different episode. And then somewhere in the middle of all of that, I need to wire up my new gauges. So I'm going to be doing something custom for that, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, that wraps up the install. I'm getting excited about this car. Alright, so that's all we have time for this episode. Got the carpet about halfway installed and got a good chunk of the dash reinstalled, so got everything hooked back up. So the car is actually in a place now where I can probably start it if I need to. I am going to order a new ignition cylinder lock, so I have that on order. I've also ordered the low-car handbrake, so I need to do that in the beginning of the next episode so I can finish the carpet install. So thanks for watching. If you like it, throw me a like. Would love to hear any comments or feedback you guys have. If you've done this, if you haven't done this, if you have questions about it as I go through it, feel free to drop me a comment. Please subscribe. Plenty more to come on this car. So thanks for watching.